Hey guys, welcome back. We have an incident, we have an oopsie doopsie, we have a slip up, we have an absolute mess. I also have a ton of footage with music slopped all over it, music that YouTube doesn't like very much. So if you're watching on YouTube, some of it might be muted and some of it might be included in the description, linked in the description if you want to watch that longer, more context footage, just in case it ever disappears. All videos are currently being uploaded to Twitter on the next day. Those will have the entire full audio and any of that additional footage that I have to tack on in the description. That'll be just on the end of the actual video itself. Cool? Cool. I put out a little warning for anyone that didn't see it for some Whatnot streamers who I've constantly had complaints about. I've had a ton of people say, hey, so-and-so is scamming, so-and-so is ripping people off. The Esh stream being one of those that was brought up quite often, quite a bit, and again, we're not throwing anyone under the bus here unless there's evidence that they are actually ripping people off. It's unfortunate that the footage that you normally be able to sift through in order to find out if there was any bad actors or bad things going on, that is not very available. Whatnot doesn't do a great job of making it available. They don't make it so that you can download it, so you can sift through it, so you can 2x it, any of that stuff. That would be too easy, too convenient for people to do their job for them. Yes, the trust and safety people, all those people that should be cracking down on wrongdoers so that the platform is a safe place to purchase. That would just help. That'd be too helpful. I don't know why that wouldn't be implemented in the platform to begin with, why it takes so long for such a big company that's making so much money off of all these transactions to not want to have that in place, just to to cut down on the evildoers and the refunds that end up having to take place on Whatnot's end for a lot of the people that are scamming. Usually that's how it ends. So it didn't take very long before the very prying eyes caught a mistake that was made by them with Whatnot not doing enough to clean up the platform. Users have sort of taken it upon themselves to find and call out all mistakes that are happening and or shady behavior. So good on them for doing Whatnot's job. Some people are probably going a little bit too far, but guys, make sure your eyes are open. Make sure you're looking at everything. You make sure you're screen recording. Make sure you're taking notes, timestamps, all of that fun stuff with the very limited tools that Whatnot provides. Everything that you can, much appreciated. There's a ton of sellers and buyers on the platform who are very upset that not enough is being done, and I can't blame them. I'm personally never going to be selling or buying on Whatnot, but I can see that there are a lot of people that are passionate about the platform that want to make sure that the platform is a reputable place. You don't want to be associated with a bunch of people that are ripping people off. Why would you want to be associated with the Blakers? Why? Huh? Exactly. Right. So, the stream in question, the one shown on screen here, was advertised as 44 golden tickets from the start, but at the end, when all bags were opened, there were only 42. So even if this was an accident, which it looks like it was, are we seeing the issue here? Do we see the issue? So keep in mind, guys, casinos are held very accountable for mistakes and have a ton of hoops to jump through. That's all for a reason. Yes, there are a lot of jobs that are probably there that exist that maybe don't need to. But for the most part, it's to keep everyone honest, to keep everyone safe, and to make sure that nothing bad is going on. Whether it's a mistake, whether it's intentional, it's there to make sure that nothing bad goes on. Whether or not any of it still does, probably to some small extent. But again, it's there for a reason. So a kid and his G-baller dad who can't count to 44 should not be running an online casino. Does anyone disagree with that? The 2 missing tickets do appear to be by mistake, and yes, missing those 2 tickets skew the odds for every single purchase that was made during the stream. Every single time there were 2 less, your odds were affected. Yes, I know that's going to blow everyone's mind, and that's just it. So they should all be refunded. For anyone who actually wants a refund, you should be refunded. No questions asked, no discussion, no how can we make it right for you? Can we give you a hand job in the back alley? No, you can't. You can refund. That's it. That's how you solve the issue here. Again, the odds were affected for every single purchase, start to finish. And it becomes extra bad at the end when people are thinking their odds are greatly increased. because at that point people were competing for the purchase of these things via auction. So if they think that the odds are better, again, it's just like the energy scams that we've seen, where you're like, oh, Maggie, you're gonna hit it this time, Maggie, trust me, your odds are better now, Maggie. Exactly. So people are going to be competing for this kind of stuff. No, it's not. This isn't as egregious, but this is kind of the same example where, yes, people are going to be dumping more money into it. People are competing for gambling odds. I know. It doesn't. I don't know how people want to like defend any of the stuff that's going on here. That like the games that are being played, the gambling that's being gambled. So, are the sellers out a ton of money if they have to refund everyone? Essentially, you're probably going to have to refund everyone that didn't get a golden ticket. Yes, absolutely. You're going to be out a ton of money. That's the risk you take when selling anything and things go wrong. It doesn't matter if it's gambling. It doesn't matter if it's something else. It doesn't matter how much money is involved. Let's say you're selling $1,000 condoms and there's a 50% chance that they're hole free and you got a picture of your face on them. Very classy. But then 75% of them arrive. People put the numbers together. 75% of them arrive with holes in them. Guess what? It's on you to refund everyone who wants a refund. It's probably going to be the people with the holes in them, unless they're looking for holy condoms. It doesn't matter that the condoms cost you money. You have to refund. The odds were not as described. Tough luck. Same thing if something's damaged. Anything else, it's on you. It doesn't matter if it costs you money. You have to refund it. You sold something with a certain guarantee or a certain odds behind it. Oh my God. And again, this is just like, why the hell? Why? I get it. It makes more money for both the sellers and for whatnot, but it's not good. It's not good. Yes, there are probably gambling addicts that want their fix there instead of some online casino. At least most of the online casinos are regulated. Again, a lot of those, if you get into the sketchiness that is pop-up crypto something or other, where there's no guarantee and it's in some country without regulations, yes, and then they all of a sudden disappear at some point. Yes, it's all bad. It's all really bad. All right, so we'll get into it. But if this stream isn't against the new whatnot rules, I don't know what is. I really don't. It's they're selling a randomized pack that has a chance at being a card with a chance at participating in a wheel spin. So not only is it gambling, but it's gambling to be able to gamble for an item, a random item that already has a randomized set of cards within it. I know. It's like a layered gambling. It's ridiculous. It's worse than the waffles that have the mini, micro, mega raffles, where you compete in a bunch of raffles in order to, lotteries. I know they like to call them razzle dazzle, McSwazzles. They're lotteries. It's all gambling. It is. It doesn't matter how much you want to like squeak between the rules, how much you want to do anything like that. It's all going to get cracked down on. It's worse than ever, and the higher the dollar values get here, the more ridiculous it is, and it should sound to everyone. So on this one here, where we have an average value of $200 and a ceiling of $8,250, you're not selling Pokemon cards anymore. You're selling gambling. Do we not see that? Are we not getting that? They claim that Whatnot told them they were allowed to run their mystery ticket, mystery wheel combination extreme gambling stream. I would love to see that receipt. If they would like to share it, or if Whatnot would like to chime in on that, they are welcome to do so. All right, what else we got here? Let's go through the Whatnot rules that are on screen. So gambling, no paid raffles and or randomized results, paid entries to races, wheels. So I mean, this is kind of like you're paying to get a ticket, to get a wheel, to win a randomized prize. So it's just like, it's right there. No lottery sales, no lottery tickets. So if we call them golden tickets, they don't count as lottery tickets, even though that ticket provides you a chance at entering a lottery for prizes. Like no casino style games. Do they not have wheels at casinos? No? Tickets, entries into wheels, randomized wheels. Again, purchase-based prizes. We have paid bounties or other sales where an item purchased also carries a chance at winning an additional item or prize. So this is exactly that. You're buying it's a sale for a mystery item, which carries a chance at winning an additional item or prize, or additional method to enter into another randomized event to win prizes. I know, like, this is exactly this. Any game where the item purchased has a chance of activating the receipt of a prize or entry into another game of chance. Okay, so we're purchasing a mystery bag, and it has a chance at activating by getting a golden ticket to receive a prize or entry into another game of chance, aka the wheel spin. What? How is this not exact? There's like 6 sections here that cover exactly what they're doing. Offering a raffle ticket for a prize each time a buyer makes a purchase. So, I mean, there's a chance at it. So, does the fact that there's more gambling involved, does that kind of disqualify it from being exactly this? Again, this is like, it's insane. It blows my absolute mind. I don't get it. Is it that does the platform not make sense for trading cards? If people are just selling trading cards, if they're selling singles and or packs, doing box breaks and stuff like that, does it not work? Does there have to be gambling in order to make money? Is that what we're running into here? All right, so let's get into this here. So let's get into exactly what kind of went down, what happened. At the end of the stream, again, it's a 7-hour stream. I don't have time to watch 7-hour streams without 2xing. I have to go in and record this shit, and I have to 2x it on my own. Whatnot. Please implement into your platform. Make it so people can't hide things. People can't hide their broadcasts. Make it so you can just hit a download button and you download the entire stream, and then you can speed it up if you need to. You can clip it if you need to at that point in time. Surely you can do it. The technology exists. Make it happen. At the end of the stream, and make it so that, like, even if you want stuff outside of 30 days, if they don't want to make it publicly available, make it so that you can easily request it. It doesn't matter if you purchase from the stream, you should be able to request whatever footage you want from any additional stream at any point on any given date, whatever you want. They should accommodate you. You're trying to help. I'm trying to help you. I know it might not seem like it. I'm cramping on Whatnot a lot, but I'm making suggestions here. I'm providing information, and they're not taking action. And then people are going to be pissed off about that. I can't control that. I don't blame them for being pissed off. If this was a platform that I wanted to use, I'd be more upset than I am. I don't like the fact that people are getting ripped off. I don't like the fact that people are getting, even if it's legitimate, even if people are running legitimate stuff, which a lot of them aren't, you're still just selling gambling. At the end of the stream, there were 5 bags left. So we had Esh, the youngster was saying there were 3 more tickets left. And well, towards the end of the stream, they were auctioning them off and not actually just selling them for a fixed price. So that's when there's 3 tickets left and 5 bags, like, then people are going to be paying a premium, right? Again, and then you're auctioning. So, like, not only are you selling gambling, but then you're auctioning off gambling, where people have to, like, adjust their bids according to, like, what the odds are at that point. It's real dicey. And then when we got to 3 bags left and he pulled a floor pack from it, he freaked out and counted all the tickets and somehow managed to find one they forgot to write down for someone. So then they were still missing 2 tickets and had to figure out how to make it fair to give the 2 tickets out. Spoiler, there's no way to do so other than refunding anyone who wants it. Lots of arguing back and forth until they finally decided to write out all the names down on energies and pick 2 randomly. The end of the stream after that, saying they were going to restart. So someone who had been accidentally banned, who had pulled one of those tickets, could rejoin. So even when the people that are pulling the tickets are upset enough that they're getting banned from the mods, apparently it was one of the mods that didn't want to come forward to say that they got banned. I don't know if it was Papa Esh, one of the mods who banned this person. I don't think it's actually been disclosed who did it. I don't think there's any way to tell who did it unless they actually come forward and say, hey, it was me that did it. I'm sure Whatnot can see who banned that individual. And whether it was a fair ban or not. And then the second stream when they restarted is hidden. So we have here, I reached out to them, and I think it's only been about 13 hours or something since I did. I asked them, hey, is there a reason why the second broadcast for your last show after the restart isn't public? I'm assuming that they hid that, which is, I don't know, like, man, like, don't, if you didn't do anything wrong, don't hide things. It makes it look worse. It just makes it look worse. So, what are we getting into here before we look at some of the Reddit threads? Essentially, the youngster didn't want to refund everyone because they had opened $7,000 worth of packs. The streamers, him and his dad, would come up with suggestions. This went on forever. Said they would reimburse everyone starting at a certain point. Then the chat would get mad, or they would get upset realizing the amount of money that would need to be reimbursed. Which, yeah, it does. I don't know what to tell you. Are we seeing the mess that can result from this? Not an online casino style platform that Whatnot has turned itself into. Whether it's by lack of action, whether it's by design on their end, regardless, this is the scenario that they're in at the moment. If this were one of the streams where the mystery items, mystery bags, mystery packs, whatever mystery thing that they're selling, if it didn't sell out, no one would ever know that the odds weren't as described. And that's a huge issue. Like, whether that's by design, whether it's by carelessness, doesn't matter. Any amount of lack of care that's put into stuff especially matters when you're getting into gambling. It's wild to me. So here we got the we'll just take a look here. We'll see that the live stream, just want to show you guys that it is hidden at this point in time. This is the first one. I don't know if anyone even has access. If someone does have access to it, can you please send it my way? But I don't think anyone would, because in order to have access to it, if they hit it, you'd have to purchase something within there. And I'm pretty sure all the purchases had taken place already. And then this is the first part of it. The second part was more like them spinning the wheel to see who got to win the extra gambling round. So I don't know. Maybe it can't be seen ever, other than Whatnot could take a look at it themselves. Whew. Okay, now let's get in. We'll play a couple clips at the end here for YouTube, and then I will see if I can tack on whatever I need to tack on. There'll be like a Twitter link down below. All right, so now we have Twitter a little bit on fire. We have Mystery Bag Stream. Oh, I guess we have the scammer alert one here. This is where they challenged me to watch everything. I don't know if it was necessarily a challenge. They were just kind of saying, hopefully Rattle watches everything and looks into it. I think I've looked into it enough. Again, it just shouldn't be. It just shouldn't be on the platform. Again, if you want to be an online casino, get a license for it. Do it, by all means. Then you have actual staff. You can't just have random people running games on your online casino. I know that is going to blow people's mind. If you go onto an online casino, it's not just random individuals that are live streaming from their own house. We have here, not a witch hunt if you state so and so amount of tickets and don't have the amount at the end. Yeah, so like, I mean, that's the thing. It's just like, I don't think it was necessarily a scam from the beginning. Whether or not they scammed in any other way, whether they made mistakes in other ways. At one point, he does say in the stream that 6 months ago something similar happened. So if it's not their first rodeo with mistakes that are made, when you're dealing with that much money, when you're dealing with gambling, if you don't do it exactly how you're supposed to do it, and I say you're supposed to do it, you shouldn't be doing it anyway. But let's listen to the clip.
If he's going to do it, if Rattle's going to do that, he can watch everything that we did to make
I genuinely hope he watches
put it all through.
Look, tell him how he didn't scam anyone.
You're going to tell me how you didn't? I don't think he scammed anyone. I think that just like in the end here, it kind of made it worse on yourself that you didn't just refund everyone involved, that it was more of a fight to do that. Maybe we didn't realize that was a bad idea at the time. Maybe now they realize that, hey, we just need to refund everyone. Eat the loss, eat the huge loss. You were going to make huge money on it. So, I mean, it shouldn't be a big deal to just write off one stream as a big old loser. But again, like, that's what we get into. If they'd like to provide any additional information, if they'd like to put the stream back up, the secondary part of the stream back up, they're welcome to do so. If they'd like to answer why they took that down, they're welcome to do so. If they'd like to talk to me, we have some more posts on here. Mystery bag stream. Today I got banned from a stream because there were 2 less golden tickets in a mystery bag auction than promised. Homie started panicking and acting like a little kid when people wanted to start getting refunds because they screwed up the entire ticket system in the bags. His dad pulled him off camera to talk to him, which I thought was unprofessional. I commented, sometimes you got to pull out the belt. It's probably a little too far, and got banned immediately. I was simply referring to him pulling his pants up and acquiring a belt as they were sagging quite low. And I'm not buying that. I'm thinking that you said that the old-fashioned father belting. They're saying, like, I told him to get out a ruler, meter stick, so we could measure how wrong the amount of tickets were. Like, I'm not buying it. And yes, you probably were asking to get banned at that point in time. Saying that he should beat his child is. Whether or not you're directly saying that is a different story. I do think it's a little weird to be having like gambling online casino style streams with your underage child running them, but then you're just kind of sitting there or there most of the time to make sure that they're allowed to do it. That to me is weird. That's kind of also just like, that goes even beyond, like, I don't think even as an adult you should be allowed to run your own gambling stream. But here we are. So we got, I'll let you guys take a gander at this. We got some people that got blocked. Again, you got to be careful with that too. If you make a mistake, you're going to have some heated people in the comments. You're going to have some heated people that want refunds and everything else. They might say some bad things, or they might just be really mad and call you a scammer. But I think it just makes it look worse if you're banning those people instead of, making sure. Yes, the financial hit is there. Maybe you don't want to do that in the beginning, but you probably just need to do that. We have this dude, Feeling Dark 5953, who I guess was defending them, and then also made his own thread to defend them, and then people kind of like roasted him for that. I guess they both agree that they just need to refund everyone. Yeah, pretty much. But that's the thing too. You can't necessarily refund people that got the golden ticket. You just need to refund everyone that didn't get one, because the odds were not what they were supposed to be. Yes, all the way from the beginning, any of the purchases, even if someone they bought 10 and they got 9 golden tickets and one that wasn't a golden ticket, you still need to refund that one that they didn't get a golden ticket on, because there were 2 that possibly could have been in that slot. So again, the whole thing could have been avoided by just not allowing people to run an online casino on your platform, whatnot. It's really that easy. Right, it is clip time. Here we can see that they're advertising the amount of tickets that are left. Again, if they were saying how many tickets were in or remaining the entire time, then yes, they probably weren't trying to skimp on 2 tickets. And again, it's just more of an issue of, hey, you're clearly breaking the rules. Whether Whatnot told you you could break those rules or not, that could be another instance of Whatnot as being, a little biased towards certain sellers, like they were with Blake, allowing people on the platform to show bid, to take stuff off camera in front of general managers and everyone else. Another instance of maybe they should have just said, no, you can't do it. Again, I don't know where they go with this. Here they are saying about how many are left towards the end of the stream there. Whether or not, again, we'd love to see whether or not chat prompted them to count or look into how many were left. And that's the reason they're doing it. We can't see chat. Whatnot, make it so that I can see chat when I'm watching a replay.
There should be 3 left in here. 3 out of these 5 are tickets. 3 out of these 5 are tickets. Where are we going? Sorry if I missed it.
This is going to be crazy, Chad.
So clips like this, sections like this, where they're advertising how many are left, They're not concerned about it at this point in time. Lead me to believe that this is just them being incompetent, them, you know, running a 7-hour gambling stream and then messing it up. Again, this is just as much of a reason, if not an additional reason, why this stuff shouldn't be happening on the platform, just as much as if somebody was ripping someone else off. I'm not saying that they didn't rip anyone off at any point. Just saying that in this instance, it looks innocent. It looks innocent in terms of them, you know, making a mistake. The part that's not so innocent is the fact that they don't want to refund money for their own mistake. That's an issue. All right, here's a nice little clip of when they realize that the tickets are not in there, that they're short a couple tickets, and Papa Baller here is going to say, "Here come the dumbasses," I guess, because they made a mistake, and they definitely know they made a mistake. But that's the thing. It's just like, you probably don't want to be calling your customers or the people in the stream dumbasses. It's not a good look in general. If it's people calling you out for a mistake that you made, you know that the lens is in full magnification right now on anyone and everyone on the platform that is either making mistakes and or abusing gambling. I mean, the stream itself should have been against the terms. I don't believe that Whatnot gave the go ahead for this. If they did, then shame on them. But again, don't, like, even if you got trolls, even if you got people saying like, "Oh my God, they're scammers," because you messed up and because there's missing prizes, and a 7-hour stream has turned into a refund fest. Don't call them dumbasses. Like, what are you thinking?
We love you, Doc.
Wait.
Oh my God. Here come the dumbasses.
Wait.
What?
How many tickets do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. Did the ticket go missing?
Give me a second. I'm gonna go off of this chart here. Hold on.
Oh man, yeah, that is exactly what it looked like. They messed up. Instead of owning it, instead of fixing it, instead of, you know, they know that they should have to refund. Instead of just refunding, we're gonna have a whole ordeal where they're gonna go on about how they can make it right without losing money. Tough. This is where you lose money if you want to do the honest and right thing. You eat it. You eat every single non-golden ticket from start to finish. Anyone that didn't get one gets a refund. We have a nice little clip here of them saying that the golden tickets are allowed because it doesn't say in the Whatnot terms and the new conditions, or whatever you want to call them, the new rules, that it doesn't say golden tickets aren't allowed. This is kind of like the same nonsense that people will say, like, "Oh, I know raffles and lotteries aren't allowed on Facebook, but it's okay. We're running Razes here. It's a different name. They didn't say no Razes. That it doesn't flag Razzle Dazz." That's the thing. They're gonna have to make a list of specific things, and then you're gonna name it something else. You'll call it Giraffe Fun Time Extreme Monkey Pumper to the extreme, and you'll be like, "Oh, it didn't say I couldn't monkey pump to the extreme with my giraffe, backwards giraffe 360 no scope." Blows my mind. It just blows my mind. Like, there's like almost everything within those new terms and conditions that covers exactly what they're doing. It's like lotteries. You got gambling that leads into more gambling. That's prizes from other gambling. We looked at it already in the video here. I mean, yes, you're gonna have a ton of people that are playing dumb, and that's where Whatnot should just be like, "Hey, yeah, this is the same thing that we said not to do," in a couple different sections, but.
Oh, show me where they exactly say that golden tickets are banned. Show me. Show me. They don't say it there. We've already read it 5 times. Let's see.
Haven't read it, or not read it, whatnot. You have your users are going to either not be able to read, or they're going to be able to pretend that it doesn't apply to whatever they're doing. So this is where you have to reinforce it. I can't do this for you, whatnot. That's on you. If you let stuff get this out of hand, and then you're gonna have people that are just trying to like snake their way in between the rules, and say that it's named something else. It's not, exactly like the other things that are named there. That's what you're gonna have to deal with. But you have to deal with it. Otherwise, you're just gonna have this ongoing battle of everyone calling this stuff out, saying it's against the rules, and they're gonna be like, no, it's not. Even if it is, we got to keep going. Even if it is in there. Although, again, you're just gonna have to name everything under the sun. They did name a lot of the stuff that the duck races and all the other stuff, but essentially, again, you could name it poop colored ticket, and you'd be like, oh, see, they banned golden tickets, but we're doing poop colored tickets here. They got poop emojis on them, and the little smell distinct lines coming off. Very different than a golden ticket. I know the mechanics behind the game and the gambling is exactly the same, but it's not. I assure you, it's named something else, and it's not on the list of things that are examples of what is not allowed. All right, we won't get into the entire thing here, but please, for the love of God, can you whatnot streamers do shorter streams? Just get all the gambling out of the way in like an hour or something, and please stop playing the music in the background. Choose something that's not copyright. Kind of surprised that whatnot's allowed to do that as well. They're probably not allowed to do it where you're playing copyright music in the background. Whether or not that changes in the future, that would be a pleasant surprise for me who's trying to clip anything. It is an absolute nightmare to get rid of the stuff. Yes, YouTube does not like it. It can flag the video. It can reduce the visibility of the video. It can region lock the video. It does a lot of bad things to the video. Just put it that way. So here they're gonna suggest, and again, you notice the suggestions are not that everyone should get a refund. We can once again play the we're just whatnot streamers. We don't know how odds and everything else work in any way, but I'm here to tell you that you probably should. If you're offering gambling as a service, you should probably know how the odds work, and you should know that start to finish, everyone's odds were affected all the way from pack number 1 all the way through the end. Every single one of them should be refunded. I'm thinking that they're probably just looking for an easy out here that people will be satisfied with. Which is not going to be the case. They shouldn't be, at least. People at the end should be more upset, yes, but it doesn't mean you only fix it for them. You have to fix it from the start.
Let's see. Ariel, Zilla, where do you want to go? 1 or 2? Yeah, this.
Let me see.
Then somehow the 2 tickets got. How are we gonna do this? Because 2 tickets got left out somehow.
Let me see.
Should we have the last what? Everyone after dog get to cancel?
Yeah, so
Everyone after dog, if you want to cancel, it's fine. Or the 2 tickets. Can we put everyone's names on a wheel for the last people and spin it?
No. Not if you want it to be fair. You can't do that. because certain people paid more for these packs, certain people paid less for these packs, certain people had better odds than other people. The amount of calculations that you'd have to do in order to make this absolutely perfectly fair is pretty much insane. I don't know if there's probably some kind of weird simulation that you could run where you have to go in, calculate the odds of every single person depending on how many tickets were pulled and how many were left, and then every purchase. No, because even the winners would be skewed. But I guess, yeah, it's a write-off. It's completely, it's jacked. But that's all for today. We'll end at that. If you guys want more context, again, I will put links down below in the description to more video footage of what went on here. There's only so much I can edit down. If you're watching on Twitter the day after, then that will be tacked on to the end here. Thanks for watching. Please, for the love of God, just cut the gambling streams out, whatnot. It's got to be headed in that direction. I don't know what kind of government forces and or law enforcement is dealing with them at the moment, and how much of this will like go away. But if you can't run a stream just selling Pokemon cards and make it entertaining in a way other than providing some kind of online casino, pretend online casino without regulation, without licenses, without the ability to count to 44, it shouldn't exist. It just shouldn't exist. I shouldn't have to tell anyone that. I shouldn't have to tell the people that are participating in it. If you want to buy stuff on Whatnot, go buy from a stream that isn't offering any sort of gambling. If they're doing box breaks, if they're doing something like that, by all means do that. I still think it's a waste of money for the most part, but if that's what you enjoy, that's what you want to do that. Stop supporting any of the gambling stuff and move into some of the just non-gamble, gamble-free, opening everything on stream, having everything on screen. Go support those people instead if you wanna be on the platform. All right, see ya. Join the Discord.